turn that.
There we go. Hey, welcome to
Same
section 325. A little change up here. SevenNine Media has got us doing the podcast on a Friday. Normally we do this on Monday, but how exciting to come in here.
It's kind of fun every night
right
to come in on a Friday.
weekend.
Yeah.
Because
Mondays I'm kind of stressed out. I'm kind of getting back into the groove.
Yeah.
I'm kind of processing the new week, but Fridays are like
you're thinking about the week ahead.
I just had a closing today, so that's always good.
Yeah. Oh wow. Didn't see you at the office.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later. But now we got the weekend to look forward to. I mean, it's not as exciting as Aaron with SevenNine Media. He gets to go on a nice fancy vacation somewhere fun. I'm sure there'll be alcohol, and the people of Florida are just so nice.
Yeah.
I've been there. They're so nice, especially the area he's going to. So
It's a great state.
I love it.
It's a great state.
If I wanted to ever move and leave the beautiful state of Idaho, northern Idaho, I've been down to Boise. And it looks like driving down Trent Avenue all day, but the northern Idaho is beautiful. Florida.
You know what they say? Florida's the Idaho of the South.
Well, come on.
Do they say that?
No, we just started it. We're started right here on the podcast. We might go down to the southern Idaho, which is Florida.
Yeah, not Boise. It's
southern Idaho is Florida.
It's Florida, yeah.
All right.
That's true.
We're starting it here on the Section 325 podcast. Spread it. Tell your friends.
Home away from home.
Home away from home.
Yeah.
Speaking of, was it Tampa Bay that got off to 13-0 or 14-0 start? Was it them?
Tampa Bay
baseball. Yeah. I think they started off undefeated for the first 13 or 14
I didn't
games.
see. That's how out of place I am with baseball.
Wow.
I just know what's going on with the Mariners a little bit.
I feel like we finally stumped Zach. I mean, Zach's usually full of knowledge.
When it comes to baseball, I'm just...
Yeah, it's okay.
It's just, I'm not as into it.
You know, you're lucky, though, because your dad put a golf club in your hand.
Yep.
And it's paid off for you. You're a great golfer.
Yep.
My dad put a baseball bat in my hand, and being the big guy, they call me Big Sean for a reason. I've been large my whole life, and they're like, go swing hard, get a home run. So I've just always learned to swing hard, do everything big, bad, and and in golf, it's not that way. You've got to be fluent with your swing. It has to be smooth, and if you overhit or overswing, it could be bad. Yeah. Unless there's, a guy like you who hits it.
You got to learn the
nuts on
fundamentals and get your foundation, and then you can swing as hard as you want.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that our dads didn't put like violins in our hands, or I'm glad that it was.
What's wrong with kids that play violins?
Hey, nothing wrong with that. But
okay.
I'm just saying.
I bet you Aaron played the violin in high school. Aaron, did you play the violin in high school?
We apologize for any violin players out there. I mean, I'm not sure a lot of our listeners are violin players, but maybe.
Is Aaron answering me?
I think he left.
Oh, he's not in here. We'll find out. We'll find out the answer to that. Well, let's make fun of Aaron a little more. He's not here. He'll watch this with the editing.
It was a great show last week. I'm so glad we had Ken in here talking about the draft. But I know we have really just that this week coming up in NFL news. There's a lot of NFL news.
A lot of NFL news.
But we can talk about the draft a little bit today. First off, let's talk about the players that got suspended for gambling.
Some more gambling happened. First off, it happens to the Atlanta Falcons wide receiver.
Calvin Ridley.
Ridley.
And he's back now.
He's back off suspension, and now he's with a new team, the Jaguars.
Yep.
He's with the Jaguars. Yep. So no more Atlanta. He's down there with Jacksonville. Who's their quarterback?
Trevor Lawrence.
The guy with the hair.
Yeah, Sunshine.
Yeah. Down in southern Idaho.
He's going to be,
Trevor Lawrence.
That's our team.
Yeah.
We got to be Jaguar fans.
Really?
Because we're part of Idaho.
Yeah, we can't be Tampa Bay because they're in the NFC.
Yeah, no.
Or Miami. I can't be a Miami fan.
No. Mike McDaniel's vaping on the sideline.
He does vape.
He does. Dude, Trevor Lawrence.
Quickly, Aaron, did you play the violin in high school?
No, I did not. I played the saxophone.
See, saxophone is macho. It's
okay.
It's cool.
Well, an instrument. I was just
fun fact though. Second grade, I played the clarinet.
Really, I can see you playing.
You can, yeah. I bet that's Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks. There was a girl that I had a crush on that played the clarinet. There's a couple of them. So
I will tell you. Well, yeah, I mean that's always good reason, right?
You gotta get it.
You ladies make it this hard. You got to do stupid things like play an instrument.
You get to practice with them. You get to sit next to them. I mean, it's the It's the ticket.
Yeah. See, girls do this. They make you do the dumbest things. But what I have noticed when they get a little older, the girls like to do what the guys do.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Right? They would never think about golfing or going to a Seahawk game. And then all of a sudden, because we're studs, they're like, I want to do those things.
I mean, it's hard. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to turn down an afternoon with me.
We have to change to get them, and they got to change to keep us. Yeah, that's how it works.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. That's a good quote.
Thank you.
That's a good quote.
Was that write that down, everyone. More things to write down.
Is that Dr. Phil?
Philosophy. So quick news before we get right into the gambling, because I'm going to forget. But it looks like the Oakland A's, Major League Baseball Oakland A's in the AL West, is going to be moving to Vegas and following the Raiders. They've got a stadium planned out and everything.
What's with Oakland turning it? What's with just turning into Vegas? What are with the teams going to Vegas?
They playing in these dump holes, right? What's the Coliseum is an absolute dump, from what I heard. And they can't get anybody living there to pay for the stadium. So what happens? Look at the Sonics. They didn't want to pay for a new stadium. The Key Arena was not good enough, so they left to Oklahoma because they couldn't get a new stadium, so they sold the team.
Yeah.
And it's just like, sports got so big that sometimes that works. You strong arm someone into getting you a new stadium, and other times, get out of here. We don't need you.
Yeah.
So I think Oakland's like, meh, we don't need you.
Yeah. That'll be fun. I mean, that'll be fun.
Fun for Vegas.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
I think what's cool because you have
we
the
go
Raiders,
down and hit your.
You have the Raiders
lounge.
there. You have the Raiders in Vegas, but they only play once a week, 17 weeks,
right?
Half the year.
Yeah, 8 games. 9.
Where you have baseball,
maybe.
you have like 1,000 games.
Yeah,
a game every other night. And
they play 1,000 every year.
So you can go down to Vegas and you can be an Oakland fan and just go to a game. There's going to be a game every other night. So
yeah. Are you going to spend? But if you're down in Vegas, do you want to spend your time? Because baseball could be kind of slow and might be a 1-0 game. But you're in Vegas, don't you kind of want to tear it up, have a little?
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know. It's always fun to go to a baseball game. Yeah. I bet you love going to baseball games and handing out hot dogs. You know how you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me and baseball games, we get along well.
Because that's where you get a hot dog, right? You get a hot
baseball
dog
games are fun. Go to the
kid.
Go there with your kids. We all went one year.
Well, it was fun. Alex Day.
Yeah, Alex Day. Yeah,
Alex Day.
And we had a great time.
That was a lot of fun.
We had a great time. Don't remember much about the game, but
the game I don't remember. I think the Mariners lost, but we had some Din Tai Fung.
Yeah, we sat next to that guy that knew Bo Jackson.
Oh yeah, Cody ate his hot dog off the ground.
Yeah, he did.
Cody ate.
I'm surprised I didn't eat that hot dog off the ground.
No, you probably gave him. I
probably gave it to him.
You showed up with an armful. Anybody want a hot dog? Anyone?
Yeah, I mean, most of the things Cody's done in life is because I've tempted him in that direction.
Yeah, Cody. Oh, Cody Spencer.
But anyway, that'll be interesting. I don't know. I think it'll be fun.
So if you're an Oakland A's fan, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts if the team moves? Are you done with them, or are you happy that they're going to Vegas and it's like a new life or whatever? Because I know in comparison, when the Seahawks were going to leave in 1999, 96, 97, I don't remember. It was one of those years before Paul Allen bought them and saved our Seahawks. They make a big deal out of the stadium sometimes, but they were off. Ken Behring had them purchased and was loading up all their equipment in trucks going down to Los Angeles. They were going to be the Los Angeles Seahawks.
Gosh, there's nothing good about that.
I was
the Los
done.
Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Seahawks.
I was done. I'm like, I am not cheering this team on ever again. You can't. You can't. I mean, look at the Sonics. I don't cheer on Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
No. I don't even want to watch the NBA. It's just upsetting, when you...
What's going to be the NBA team that goes to Vegas? Oklahoma City?
Yeah, LeBron
Clippers?
James wants to own... Now, I've heard this, okay? They were going to bring... Seattle was going to be the next team to get an NBA team, but LeBron James, in his big, stupid mouth, opened up and said, no, I want to be part ownership of a team in Vegas. So now Vegas jumped over him because... I guess LeBron is the god of the NBA, which is so dumb.
The king. Yeah, maybe I can be on his team one day.
LeBron's
James, LeBron, me.
Can you shoot the J?
I can shoot
We've
the J.
never played basketball.
I can shoot the J. That's about all I can do.
I like to play outside better than inside.
Yeah. No, I'm a shooter. That's all I can do. I can't play defense. I can't run around. I can't...
Can't dribble?
I can dribble a little bit, but I can't. I'm I'm a shooter.
Are you one of those fancy guys that likes to go between the legs?
No. If I was good enough to be, I probably would. But
so you're a shooting guard then?
I'm like a Kyle Korver.
Shooting guard or small
shooting
forward?
guard. Shooting guard. Yeah, I'm like a Kyle Korver.
Oh, okay.
Pop up, shoot the three. JJ Redick,
No defense.
Nah.
You don't even run back.
I can play fundamental defense. I know how to play defense, but
Do you get back on defense, or do you wait to cherry pick sometimes?
Well, I mean, you know my 40 speed. I try to get back on defense.
They're like, get back on defense.
I mean, I'm a spot up shooter. But fun fact, 8th grade, my 8th grade year, I was this tall in 8th grade.
Wow, dominant.
Dominant down low. I had a game where I had 27 points, 23 rebounds.
27 and 23
on tape too. We can get proof.
So at one time in your life, you were a dominant basketball.
I was this tall.
Get that moved over to.
I was kind of like a Drew Timmy. I had great footwork down low. I knew where to go to get rebounds.
You need to take that into somebody.
It wasn't intimidating.
Digitally fix that and put it in a nice.
Maybe I'll get some looks.
Computer.
Maybe I'll get some scholarship looks.
Oh, I doubt that. But, I mean, to show your kids.
Nothing attractive about my game besides I was just tough down low. I had a lot of good footwork.
Was the girl from the instrument class, was she there watching that day?
No, I think that was 2nd grade, so some time had moved on.
Wouldn't it have been great? She's just
it would have been.
Always waiting for you to play that clarinet like she could play the violin.
Yeah.
And
I was a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer with the ladies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that's nothing wrong with that. Kept you out of trouble. You probably had more fun.
Yeah,
less stress.
Yeah, way less stress. It was a good life.
Ladies can cause a little stress in their lives.
A lot of my friends had a lot of stress in their lives, but I was good.
Right.
By the grace of God, I was good.
Yeah.
And so I always remember in 8th grade, the girls were like, I think they labeled me as like, they were like, that Zach Davis is going to be drop dead gorgeous when he's 30. And that turned out to be true.
Here we are.
That turned out to be true, but it wasn't now. It wasn't now.
You were literally
30,
the second best looking guy on this podcast.
So how do you take that? How do you take that as a junior hire? Like, hey, you're not good looking now, but in 30 years, and when you're 30, you're going to be good looking.
I'm definitely getting better looking with age. I mean, I go back and look at some of my pictures. I'm like, I'm better looking now.
I'm starting to kind of deteriorate a little bit.
No. What are you, 31?
I've been working out a lot. 31. Yeah.
Yeah, 31.
Yeah. So
we won't talk about
I'm seasoning. I'm seasoning into old age. Got some grays going in my beard now.
You got a long ways to go. 31, man.
Yeah.
31.
It is what it is. But anyway, tell us your thoughts on the Oakland A's. I don't know if they have fans, but if they do have fans, maybe comment on it.
Well, they have a lot of fans. I mean, you think about the history. They had the Subway Series with the Giants, and they had that. I think that's when that big earthquake was.
Oh yeah, Mark McGwire was on them for a little bit. Was on the A's.
Oh yeah, McGwire, and then they had who was the other guy? Jose Canseco.
Oh, Jose Canseco.
Remember in Liar Liar? He's getting pulled out. He's like, I'm supposed to be Jose Canseco.
Great movie. Love Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's great in that movie. That's one of his best.
He is. He has a lot of good movies.
I love it when he first lies. He has sex with his boss. And she's like, how was it?
Good?
He's like, I've had better. And then she throws him out. He's like, I've had better? Why did I say that? Oh, man,
great movie. But maybe they have some fans. They have some moments, That was my first T-ball team when I was a kid. So
the Oakland A's.
They have that going for them. Yeah.
I think they have really cool logo.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some great players over the years. Not much lately.
No.
But what do they call that? Something ball. They have Moneyball. Remember they had their GM on how he would
Brian
pick
Bean? Is it?
The attorney from Coeur d'Alene? Brian Bean?
Something Bean.
Yeah.
It was, My mom went to high school with him.
No way.
The Moneyball guy. The guy that Brad Pitt played in the movie.
That's crazy. Do we have your mom on here to tell us all about it?
Yeah, she went to high school in San Diego. I think he was a grade below her. Yeah.
Why do all the people come from California? All the people that have done stuff.
I was just my wife was talking about someone today who lives up here now, and they were grabbing coffee, and her great-grandma was Walt Disney's assistant.
I know. Like, everybody from California, they get all these opportunities that the rest of the country just doesn't? Or,
yeah. From Idaho, it's just like, hey, I was John Butler's assistant. Or
I mean, who do we have that's, like, famous from Coeur d'Alene?
Sean Astin lives up here, used to, for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him once at Roadhouse.
Yeah, well, his mom.
Well, Mark Few, he comes here in the summertime, and we know what he does. Few.
There's John.
We know how he drives the roads in the summertime.
John Deep Freeze played for the Idaho Vandals and got drafted by the.
John Freeze.
Who was he drafted by? The Chargers?
I can't remember.
I think it was the Chargers. He drafted by the Chargers. He played for Washington, Seattle.
Who else do we have?
I don't know. We got that paddle,
Alex Reyes.
that pickleball guy. He's number one.
Yeah,
Tyler,
but
what's his name?
It's pickleball,
McGuff.
though, you know? I mean, like famous.
Famous.
Who lives on Hayden Lake golf course?
Osweiler. I mean, he's not.
He's from Montana.
Who?
Is he?
Brock Osweiler went to high school in Missoula area.
Oh, it's saying
Yeah.
he's from Coeur d'Alene. Born
Oh, he was born in Coeur d'Alene.
Well, I know he showed up
And then he
to...
moved up to Montana. He moved over to Montana and went to high school there.
yeah, he would show up to
Because
Lake
we
City High
played
School.
against him in high school.
Yeah, he came to Lake City High School, did some camps there. I know that. Celebrities from
Well,
Coeur
he
d'Alene.
probably should have attended a camp.
Well, now we
not
have
taught him.
Gauzer. There's a lot of people that have transplanted there.
Well, we have there's a guy that lives on Coeur d'Alene or on Hayden Lake Golf Course Tom Fazio. He has built like thousands of golf courses across the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's probably not well known. Like I'm
Yeah,
sitting here,
well,
like,
he is well known in the golf world.
There's Aaron Paul. He's from Idaho. He's the guy that plays Pinkman in Breaking Bad.
He's from Southern Idaho, though, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
yeah, they don't even count. We just said Florida, Southern Idaho. Yeah,
We're talking North Idaho. Yeah,
Yeah.
North Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. When you can't get
Man,
when you can't get your
talk to us
media
on
guy
here.
to
If you're
listen
famous-
to your podcast,
if you're
what
famous-
chance do we have out
If
there?
you're from Coeur d'Alene and you're famous, comment on this somehow. If you
Yeah.
find out about this,
We want the most
We want-
famous people from Coeur d'Alene on our podcast.
besides ourselves, because
Yeah.
we know we're probably the top dogs there.
We clearly are. We have a podcast that thousands and thousands of people are viewing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, gosh, there been any athletes that have come out of Coeur d'Alene?
John Freese. I know that one.
Just John Freeze.
Well, we got the kid that's going to Virginia, which
He might be
we
the
need
best-
to get on the podcast.
He might be
out
the
of Lake
best-
City High School.
Player. He might be the best athlete.
Jake
Oh
Plummer.
yeah, he's not from here though.
No,
Boise.
But no, he's Sandpoint.
his brother was up here.
He is Sandpoint. He didn't.
Boise.
He didn't grow up here though. Yeah, he grew up in Boise. Yeah,
Yeah, he went to Meridian, right?
but he does live up in Sandpoint like half the year. You know who lives up in Sandpoint is the guy. There's a guy from Lord of the Rings.
Mark Furman lives up in Sandpoint.
Mark Furman lives in Sandpoint. He's not part of Lord of the Rings.
No.
He was in.
About Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen
Viggo
from Lord of the
Mortensen.
Rings
Oh,
lives up
wow.
in Sandpoint.
He
What
hangs
pu-
out with Ben Stein up there, right? From what I
Oh yeah,
What-
Ben Stein.
what,
from
What
Ferris
character did he
Bueller's Day
play,
Off.
though?
He what was his name in Lord of the Rings? He was kind of the middle-aged, longer hair guy.
The dark-haired guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I can't
know
remember his
you're
name, but and then Ben Stein, the really slow-speaking older guy, and Ferris Bueller.
Oh, yeah, the red eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, we ran into him one time in Sandpoint.
Did you ask him if he had any Visine?
Well, no, he saw we were on we were on the beach, and he gave my wife and I a book. It was just really random. I don't know if he just
He gave
liked
you a
us or-
book?
yeah, he gave us like a marriage book. He was like, "Hey, look." It was really weird. Yeah, I don't know, but
A marriage book.
well, yeah, I think he just saw we were like a nice young couple, and I think he's a Christian, so it was like a Christian book. It was nice. It wasn't weird. It was.
So you heard it here first. Zach just referred to him and his wife as a nice young couple.
We are. I mean, we're a nice young couple.
I would agree. I would agree.
I mean, we're not a mean young couple.
Yeah, right?
If anything, we're a nice middle-aged couple now.
Middle age?
But at the time we
no,
were young,
middle age
you know?
is 40.
I don't know, but
Yeah, you're not to middle age yet. I would say, what's the average person live to be? It's got to be 80.
70. I don't know, 75.
Depends on where you live.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Well,
oh yeah, that guy. That's the guy I was thinking of. You did a good job describing the guy from Lord of
hey,
the Rings.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Has he been in anything else?
77.
Yeah,
Jeez.
see, so, 38 years,
Almost
38
there.
and a half years is the...
Almost there. Yeah, I don't know. My mom rode with Russell Wilson's mom in an Uber one time. That was kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd they talk about?
Spokane. I think somehow the Seahawks got brought up, and she was like, "Oh, I'm Russell Wilson's mom."
Was the conversation
and she said I'm Zach Davis's mom,
unlimited?
and she was like, "Wow." So Russell Wilson's mom probably tells that story a lot.
I rode with a lady
Yeah.
who was the mom of
Yeah.
Zach Davis.
Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited.
Did you see that Instagram thing I sent that today with Russell Wilson? Oh man.
No, you didn't send it to me.
Oh, I did.
Oh, maybe I skipped over it. I was probably like another.
Hold
thing.
on. We got a lot of. Yeah, here we go.
Let's ride. Broncos country.
Oh no. Oh, that's great with the wrecked golf cart in the background.
Yes, yeah.
Let's
yeah,
ride.
but
Broncos country. Let's ride.
anyway, So we got some news with some player gambling in the NFL. What is up with that? I mean, what's the temptation to gamble? I mean,
I guess they want more money than what they're already getting.
Gamble on baseball. There's a game every night.
Yeah, gamble baseball, basketball. They just had the tournament.
It's not like any of these players that are getting, besides Calvin Ridley, but a lot of the other guys, they're not good enough to dictate games or anything, but
I don't know.
Why would you risk your NFL career for that?
Well, I mean, you could ask Josh Gordon the same question.
That's
right?
true.
Why are you doing drugs knowing that you can't play football when you have all this ability that could have made you more money had you not been kicked out? But they can't,
when you have mental health issues.
If they have an addiction problem, which
gambling is an addiction.
It is an addiction. Yeah. It's I was explained to it like this: people who have alcoholics at least, and drug addiction.
Whoa.
So it's like telling someone who has cancer, like, stop having cancer. Yeah. Don't have cancer anymore, right? That's how severe an addiction is.
Yeah.
It's like cancer. You can't just magically wake up and say, I'm not going to be a cancer victim anymore.
It's tough, yeah.
That's how hard it is. So, I don't know how to look at that, but
I wish they could just like gamble on Madden or something.
Yeah.
Create a league, gamble on Madden. You know what I mean? But anyway.
I don't understand it.
I think it was Quentin Cephas, CJ Moore, who I've never really heard of.
So in other words, the owners of the team and the coaching staff's like, move on to the next.
They probably wanted that to happen. There's probably something they planned,
Maybe.
But
tell us.
Long story, we've said this on the show before. A few months ago, I met a guy at an open house that I was doing, Mike Morrow, and get to talking, great guy, Christian guy, and he's the head of security for Lumen Field, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But he's also the head of security for player investigations into gambling for the NFL.
Wow.
So, after this happened, I texted him and said, something like, hey, I saw this today. I can't believe players would throw away their career for this and crazy or whatever, and he texts back. He's like, yeah, it's so sad to see. It's been keeping my personnel busy, and unfortunately there's going to be more to come out apparently.
Wow.
With potentially maybe personnel.
Do you think this is what's holding up the Aaron Rodgers deal? He's been gambling on some games.
Maybe players are gambling on whether or not he's going to be traded.
Yeah.
We'll see, but I don't know. So
what is
so interesting? That Mike. According to Mike, obviously the one doing all this, there's going to be more. So maybe it is Aaron Rodgers. Maybe it's Dak Prescott.
I feel like
if there's one rule in gambling on the NFL is you never gamble on the Cowboys ever to win. You always gamble on them to lose.
No, Cowboys. Well, you can say I know who's gonna not make the playoffs.
yeah. I always gamble on the Cowboys to not make the playoffs every year.
Or if they make it, they're going to be the first team out.
Yep, exactly.
Plan those vacations for January, boys, because that's where you're going.
Yeah, that's always plan them early, boys, because you're going to have that time off.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. That's interesting. Were they just doing FanDuel? Were they on Sportsbook, like DraftKings? How are they gambling?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should have your friend on.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get him on. So I already asked, and we're waiting on a response back. So we'll keep you updated on that. That'll be cool. That'll be really cool.
It'd be really cool to have him on.
And he said that if when we go to a game, not when we go to a Seahawks game.
Oh, we're going. I know I sent that meme text out earlier.
He might hook us up. Maybe get us on the field. And we already have a guest that's been on the field, but
if anybody's going to a Seahawk game, it's the #1 single agent at Keller Williams.
Yep,
that's Zach. Because congratulations, Zach, #1. Single agent at Keller Williams. Congrats.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I had gotten a new logo. I had somebody create a new logo for me, and whenever I do this logo thing or something like that, I've found that I have like a posse of agents that make sure that I'm compliant.
I know. I saw that in your post.
I kind of got a little.
I saw you were letting them know.
But I have this cool logo, and it's not threatening at all. And it should have said it couldn't have said the word real estate in it. real estate group. It could just say Zach Davis Group
Yeah.
by Keller Williams or whatever. So I post this, and I get like 100 likes, and not that I'm a big deal, but 50 comments, and
Yeah. Wow.
I think there's agents that see that, and right away their thought is to call a broker and complain.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that going to do for anyone? But then somebody told me a good quote today: "You're never going to get criticized by somebody doing better than you." So take that.
No, that's a great point. That's kind of the point I was going to make.
Take that. Yeah.
There's all these people who, instead of working for what they want to sit back and cry me a river and not go out and earn it for themselves. And then they're feeling all whatever about themselves. So they want other people to feel the same way they're feeling.
Yep.
And you know what? You just block out the noise, treat them with kindness, and move on.
Yeah, just move on.
You're never going to make them happy. They have to
Kind of
make
like all the
themselves
podcasts
happy.
that are aspiring to be like us, but they're just not. So
It's going to be difficult to find two better-looking people and a media team that is better than what we got going on. It's going to be hard.
Two people as humble as you guys are.
We're
yeah,
very humble.
hey. But anyway, so we got that. But we've got the biggest thing really this week is the draft. We got the draft coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a lot about the draft last week with Ken. Got some good insights. And
Ken was awesome.
He was really knowledgeable and
Really good. Other than the one name that he got wrong, which was Flowers,
was
was the
that?
last
Yeah.
Zach Flowers.
Zay Jones.
He said Zay Jones.
Zay Jones, yeah.
Or Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, yeah.
See, I even got it wrong.
Yeah, you did.
But I knew it was Flowers because I remember the Seahawks had a guy that played for him. His last name was Flowers, and he
Yeah.
went to the Chargers.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I couldn't wait for him to get out. He couldn't. He would either give up a touchdown or get a pass interference. That's
I
all he
remember
was
that.
good for.
I remember that. Yeah.
But he was another one of those tall guys, long arms, long legs.
Yeah.
know, like
Kind
our
of
guy
one of the guys
Trey.
they like to have. Yeah. Oh yeah. I do remember him now.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably a good time to talk about our sponsors. I think we should probably get the word out.
Yeah.
These guys have really come forward, wanted to be sponsors of the show, and we're gonna talk about them real quick.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You want to start us off? I know you're.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited because I have a good friend getting married soon. But on the wedding topic, we've got Blair Bentley at Best Day Creations.
Yes.
And she's a wedding planner. She does a great job. If you're anything like me, having convenience on the day of your wedding is key. And, just like having a real estate agent. I'm not promoting myself, but I'm just saying it's a lot easier when you have a middleman working on your behalf. And we all know when you get married that emotions are a thing. And having a middleman helping you out, talking to the mother-in-law, if you know what I mean, stuff like that. So contact Blair if you have any wedding needs, need a wedding planner. She's a great person to start
Day
with. Best
Creations.
Yep.
Yes, very, very good. And so RoofMax, Nick Johnson over at RoofMax is adding life to your roof. So they put a something on there, and I don't want to call it a chemical, but it's something that protects your roofing.
The life of your roof. Yeah.
The life of your roof to add 5 years at a very fraction of a cost of a new roof. So you want to reach out to RoofMax.
Does he have this for life too?
You can
he add 5 years to my life?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nick Johnson can work wonders, but schedule your safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated, expensive, and life-disrupting asphalt
New roof could
replacement.
be expensive, but also if you're a realtor and your clients need a recommendation to preserve their roof for longer.
That is a way to go.
Or if they're selling and they want to have that done so that they can show the buyer that they've done that. I mean, that's a great way to make it for a smoother transaction.
And that's the thing is Nick will come in, look at your roof, and say, sorry, it needs to be replaced, or yes, we can make this last for 5 more years. So if you are selling your house, put that on there, save yourself some money. The people come in, they know they have 5 years to put a new roof on. I think that's a great deal.
Yep, absolutely. Me too.
And you could do it up to 3 times. You can add 15 years of life to your roof if you do it every 5 years.
Yep.
So that's really good.
We also got Brianne Oliveira at CDA Fitness One-on-One. I've been working out a lot. I'm sure everybody could tell.
Man.
But
not a day goes by I can't.
but it is so hard to motivate yourself and stay motivated by yourself. So hiring a fitness coach like Brianne is always a good thing to do. So contact her. She's on Instagram. She does a great job on there.
Can you pronounce her last name?
Is it Oliveira?
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. But yeah, so contact her for your free one-on-one consultation.
Yes, and Brianna is awesome. I've been around her a few times. In fact, I saw her last week, and I hadn't seen her for a while. And we both said the same thing. I haven't seen you in forever.
Nice.
But she's been doing a lot of content on. Go follow her on her page, and she's putting a lot of stuff on there. She's doing a great job.
It's great. Yeah.
So, and then Jared Shippey, Country Financial.
Yeah.
Great guy. He actually sponsored the YPN event with North Idaho Title, Washington Title and Escrow Company.
Cool.
Yesterday, it was a really great event. He got up there and spoke a little bit about, providing insurance, auto, home, life, all those things. But he's also doing financial planning, and you want to make your appointment with Jared today to plan for the future and investing, retirement.
Never too early and never too late to start planning for the future. So
Jared Shippey.
Jared Shippey, and last but not least, we have a couple.
We have two.
We got Steve Novotny at Willamette Valley Bank. Steve is he's a get-it-done guy. He's going to be able to give you a great experience, knowledgeable, and they've got a good thing going over there. So contact Steve for any lending needs you have, and you will be happy.
Yeah. He is like, he's like a Honda. Hondas just, they're great cars. They just never break down. They just keep on going and going and going. That's Steve Novotny. Reliable.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, he doesn't really break down.
Yeah, he is the Honda of lenders. So.
Built well. I mean, he's good looking. I'm just kidding. Whoa. I'm not kidding, Steve. I'm not kidding. But,
Steve, I'm not going that far. I think you're not ugly.
I mean, I see his face everywhere I go. I go to Fred Meyer and I see his face there and the checkout on the little divider things, and
you can't help but smile when you see it. Some people you see are like, meh, and you see Steve Novotny.
It's just like when you see a Honda.
I mean,
you can't help but smile when you see a Honda on the road.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you see a Buick or something, or maybe an old
who's a Buick lender out there?
Oh man, we're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into
that.
Right. If there's we're not going to get.
I can name a few title companies that are the basically
the Buicks of title.
No, what are the two cars that can't get insured anymore because people are always stealing? It's Kia and Hyundai. Yeah.
Huh.
We get some title companies that are the Kia and Hyundai of the world.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to use them.
No. Anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, and then Dave Miller at Life Public.
Life Public House. If you haven't been into Life Public House, you need to go in because our good-looking faces are up there, and we're one of their sponsors as well. And we're running through up there, and if you go in and you want your business up there, you can do that with Life Public House and save 10 or 15% on all your purchases that you would get there. And that's
absolutely
any of their menu items, and it's great.
And you'll save some years off your life by seeing our picture.
Well, definitely. Yeah. They say things that get the blood going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So live your freedom every day with Life Public House.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
I think I was...
Can you do my commercial for my real estate business?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
don't really have a quote, but...
Zach Davis Group. If you want real estate done right, you reach out to the Zach Davis Group.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Make sure that's compliant so nobody calls my broker.
Yeah, right. Was that compliant with Section 325?
You have to add Keller Williams.
Yeah, yeah.
Keller Williams. But anyway, okay, so we got the draft.
One more thing before we... The Cardinals have new uniforms. Did you see them?
I saw that.
They look exactly like the old ones, except for it says Arizona.
I don't know.
Makes it look like a college uniform.
Maybe Kyler Murray came up with them.
Kyler Murray looks like a little kid. I think he cut those little stupid hairs.
Maybe they gave him like a video game, maybe like Madden or something, and they had him, since he plays a lot of video games, Call of Duty, they had him create a uniform on Madden. And they just went with that.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Maybe.
Arizona.
Arizona. What's going on with the Cardinals?
Maybe we could show those.
What's going on with the Cardinals?
Who cares?
Are they even a team anymore?
I don't know.
I mean, there hasn't been anything good.
I heard some reports of the owner doing encrypted emails with that the coach had to go along with, even though he didn't want to, and he's out now. He just got hired by some college. I can't remember who.
Oh, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they were doing
USC.
some kind of encrypted illegal...
He's working at USC.
USC.
He's like one of their assistants.
Yeah. But They were doing something illegal, so the NFL's investigating.
Hey, we got to talk to our boy. That's why we got to get Mike in here.
I bet he knows about this.
But that's interesting. They're just such a weird organization. You just don't hear. Buda Baker wants to get traded.
Their stadium is super cool. I mean, have you been in there?
Cool. Yeah. Our high school team. I wasn't playing for the team, but they had their high school state tournament there.
Oh, nice.
Football, and we went there a couple times. But
yeah, that's where the Super Bowl was.
It's always a great Super Bowl when it's there.
Do you think they changed the grass again? Or are they just going to leave it?
I don't know.
Because, how would you feel if you're the groundskeeper for the Arizona Cardinals and you have this grass that's great, nobody complains about, and then all of a sudden, because they want to have the Super Bowl there, we're going to put in a whole new thing of grass?
I don't know. Just slap in the face.
It is a slap.
It's a slap in the face, yeah. You know what the best job ever would be? Being a weatherman in Arizona, in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how often would you really have to report the weather?
Never.
4 times a year.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. It's going to be perfect.
115 for 3 months.
Yeah.
Hot or kind of hot. 80 for a couple, and then winter it'll be 70 every day.
It's beautiful out
so
there.
It's not like here where you say it's going to be sunny and then it's actually snows that day.
Yeah. Guys, it's only going to get up to 72. Might want to bring that sweatshirt out this evening.
Yep. It was snowing this morning.
In Arizona?
No, here in North Idaho.
I know.
Yeah.
It's cold today.
It's not a nice day. Yeah.
Yesterday was cold.
It's warmer in here with you. For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. There's nobody I'd rather be with right now, Zach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd rather be with you somewhere else, but not here.
Zach and I were in a golf tournament one year, and we're leaving. It's getting dark, and the moon rose up over the mountains at a circling raven. You remember that? The moon, full moon, just
do I remember
out there?
How can I forget?
And we're driving. I stopped to take a picture. We take a picture of this giant moon over the horizon, and Zach looks at me and he goes, "You know what? There's nobody I'd rather be here with." Oh man, I lost it. That was
still true to this day.
Still true to this day.
But anyway, let's get into the draft a little bit.
Okay.
And then we can go into some of the predictions in the other divisions. But we've got the draft, and I don't really know what we need to talk about besides who do you think's going number one? We had Ken on here last week.
I think it's Bryce Young. I think those guys are taking Bryce Young all day.
It seems like
long.
everyone's going for Bryce Young, which I don't know if I'm
I'd rather have
into.
C.J. Stroud.
Just because Bryce Young he's so small. But he's that guy that's been probably the most consistent, so he deserves it.
Is he?
And he seems like he's got his head on straight. Seems like he's ready for the NFL. But when I see him throwing, I'm just not as impressed. I could be really wrong about that, though, and eat my words. But
yeah, well, I mean, he's a winning quarterback, but so is A.J. McCarron.
Bryce Young's kind of like a Honda.
Yeah.
And C.J. Stroud is this nice, shiny Ferrari that you're curious about.
Are you calling Steve Novati not shiny?
Well, I'm saying, there's you can be shiny but reliable.
Okay.
But then there's some cars that are shiny but not reliable. But anyway, and I've heard reports that the Texans don't want C.J. Stroud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was some reports because his agent is the same. Because he's friends with Deshaun Watson, basically.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh right. He looks up to him.
Yeah, what is that about? I mean, come on. If you're that's like the one thing you don't say. Wait till after the draft to say that.
Do they have?
Why would you ever come out and say you look up to Deshaun Watson right now? I mean, wait till after the draft, or just don't say it at all.
That's definitely not the thing to do.
But you got to get that man. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Texans are just a little bit scared. I think we'll see what happens.
We are definitely going to see what happens. So as it sits, for those of you who don't know, Carolina has the number 1 pick, followed by the Texans, Cardinals, which bothers me because I'm worried they're going to take Will Anderson out of our hands.
They're not even going to be a team anymore, so they're just not going to draft. Because is that allowed?
And then
are teams allowed to not draft?
No, they have to draft. I think you want to.
What happens if they don't? Is it like fantasy football where they get the next player up?
I mean, legitimately, they could just trade those picks out for players.
If they don't make a decision in time, they get the next guy on Mel Kiper's board.
Yeah, what happens if they run out of time?
You ran out of time. You got
they got to be well prepared when they go in. They got their pick they want, and then the pick if it's not there. Yeah, we're a little lost for words over here. Can we get a little extra time on the clock?
Can we get some help from the fans?
Can we go to overtime? Yeah, some help from the fans. We got to call out to Zach Davis here at
who should we go with? 2. Who should we go with? I'm afraid they're going to take Will Anderson too. I think
who is currently the starting quarterback for the Texans, though? You know, whoever they get,
It's real
they're going to
quiet.
screw it up.
Davis Mills. Long-necked David Mills.
Yeah, he's the one that threw. He's the one that gave the Bears the #1 pick. Remember?
Yeah, it was amazing. That was an amazing moment. EJ Perry. They have EJ Perry.
So they're probably hoping the Panthers take C.J. Stroud so they could get Bryce Young.
I think if they I feel like they have to jump up and take a quarterback, but they could grab a defensive guy and build their team. One more year.
Cardinals. Rumor is they're taking Will Anderson.
I feel like they need it. They need somebody to replace J.J. Watt, and they have a good offense already.
Yeah. Then the Colts. The Colts. Who cares about the Colts? Does anybody other than Ken care about the Colts?
No, I don't think so.
How is Ken a Colts fan?
I don't know. He didn't sound very interested. Yeah, I don't know.
He can't be that great of a fan if he's wearing a Niners hat.
In my opinion, they're the worst jerseys in the NFL.
No,
They're just boring.
Jaguars have the worst.
I kind of like the Jaguars. They're kind of fun.
That teal color.
Yeah, they're
That's
kind of
ugly.
fun. I mean, the Cowboys are
Cowboys.
just ugly in every way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean but they deserve their ugly jerseys.
Yeah.
At least the Colts have been good.
Do you know how many Cowboys it takes to change a light bulb?
No.
Nobody knows. They're always talking about how great the old one was.
Oh man, you know what? Sneaky good jerseys are the Giants.
Giants are okay.
Nothing flashy.
Yeah. Oh man, the Browns are terrible. There's just nothing.
There's nothing fun about it.
Nothing
Panthers,
fun. He's got the red jersey. Don't touch him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw a clip.
I'm not gonna
with,
lie.
Manning.
Looks like
on
me in the
Saturday
Turkey Bowl
Night
on the
Live.
far right.
It was hilarious. He's on the stand or something. There was a murder, and they're trying to place him at home during the murder. And he was reaching out to girls like, "You up?" And they're going through all of his text messages, and he's like, "And you spelled Kewl. Can you explain to us what that word is and how it sounds?" He's like, "Kewl."
I love that.
So
I love
funny.
that.
Oh man, he was
Seahawks
great.
have a sneaky good jersey. They have a great jersey.
Seahawks have nice colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patriots. Ugh.
Nah,
Jets are okay.
They're not bad.
I don't mind the Jets
Patriots aren't
jerseys.
bad. Jets, yeah.
You know who
They're
has
not
the
bad.
best
They're
jerseys?
not
It's
bad.
the Raiders have the really great
They
colors.
have great jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders have really good colors.
They have great jerseys. Yeah. Great fans too. Great people.
Yeah, just friendly, welcoming.
Just great.
Really
Them and the
great.
Eagles. Eagles are a good jersey.
I don't like the Eagles.
Falcons have a kind of an
Look
awkward
at I like the old Patriots.
Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah,
and then
those are cool.
I just every time I see a Patriots uniform,
Oh, look, there's the guy who took him to the Super
I think
Bowl.
of Bill Belichick.
Yeah, there he is
And,
with Atlanta. Yeah,
Chargers are cool.
Chargers are
Ooh,
okay. The
gosh, man,
Browns
the Browns just
terrible.
ugly, man. Who was the designer for them?
I don't know. I thought Nike did.
You had the
every-
privilege to be the first designer of every NFL team.
Steelers have good colors.
I like the Steelers.
Yeah.
I like the Steelers jerseys. They're
Not the
great.
powder blue by the Chargers. I don't know.
I don't mind those. I do kind of like their old jerseys though.
The Buccaneers' old jerseys are terrible.
Yeah, they don't like
It's like
their.
a
I don't like their
creamsicle.
now jerseys.
Never choose best. That's
I like the Dolphins.
Creamsicle. That's what it says right there.
I like the Dolphins jerseys. I like the helmet.
The Dolphins?
I like the Dolphins helmet. Rams. I don't really like the Rams. The Broncos have cool
Yeah,
jerseys.
the
I like
old
Broncos.
Bronco is better. The orange.
The old is
crush.
better. Yeah. Jets have always had the same jersey. You can't even have a different jersey. They always are going to have the same.
Ravens are okay, but purple just doesn't. That's just not tough.
Yeah. The Bengals are kind of cool.
Bengals are terrible. Little,
Jeez.
yeah, those are terrible.
Jeez.
The old Oiler
Jeez.
uniforms are super cool.
Speaking of the Bengals,
And their logo.
Joe Mixon might get released.
Oh, because of the gun thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, because he's shooting people in his neighborhood.
Kids.
Man. If he was in Florida,
Yeah, he's getting the death
He's getting
penalty.
the death penalty.
Yeah, now Florida passed a law.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you do anything to kids, you're getting the death penalty.
heck yeah.
Moving to Southern
Idaho.
Idaho. Woo! Let's go.
But we got the draft, so who do you think the Hawks are going with? Let's talk about the Hawks mainly, because
Well, what I'm hearing is they're not going to take Jalen Carter. Many people are saying they don't want him.
I don't want him.
I don't
want him.
If you're already hearing stuff now, sometimes that can light up a guy.
But you have a guy like Ray Lewis. Remember Ray Lewis? He was part of that
that
murder
was when he was in the
investigation.
league, though.
Yeah, true. He was
already in the league.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But usually it doesn't get better.
Do you think he did it?
Oh, I don't know.
Ray
I don't
Lewis.
know. Let's ask Mike when he's on the show.
Yeah. Michael, no.
But I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is. Just like when Sam Darnold like sucker punched that guy, and that guy was going to sue him, and then the next day, the guy said that next day that guy came out and said he was the wrong guy. It wasn't Sam Darnold.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
right.
got paid
Yeah,
off.
right.
He got
Just
paid
like
off.
the guy that crashed Russell Wilson's golf cart. No,
Well-
wait.
Well, if you
that
get,
was Russell Wilson that did
if
that.
you get paid off, apparently you can come back and have somebody indicted.
Yeah.
So it's happening to Trump right now. So
That's true.
Darryl Donald's not in the clear. He might
He's
have
not.
to face problems later.
He might.
When all that
Russell
money
Wilson.
runs out, they need more. They come
Call
back.
Russ.
Yeah, call Russ.
He's got a lot of money,
Yeah.
but he's crashing golf carts too.
Let's ride.
Yeah. I mean,
How
I'm never
perfect
riding,
is
I'm never
that?
riding in a golf cart with him.
The one thing that he always said, and everybody made fun of him.
I'll
Let's
tell you
ride.
one thing that Russell does not ride, and that's going to be a Honda.
Yeah, when he
know.
goes to the golf course now, they won't even give him a golf cart. They just give him a motorcycle because nobody's going to want to ride with him.
Or they just give him they put him in the back of they have somebody drive him around now.
Have you rented one of the motorcycle things to play in?
I haven't.
It
wanna
doesn't
do that
excite
one
me.
But when I go golf, I don't think about like I've got to get on this cool hot rod thing.
Yeah, I like to slide in and out of a golf cart.
I want to sit back. I want to sit back.
Yeah.
I want to drink a beer and sit back.
And sometimes when the play is slow, you want to sit underneath there,
Yeah.
keep the sun off you a little bit.
I don't want to have to think about putting up a cart and making sure it's standing upright.
zipping all over.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think do you want them to take a QB?
No, I don't think we need
So
one
if
at
we
this
can't
point.
get Will
But
Anderson,
what if C.J. Stroud is just sitting there?
I think they got to get him.
I think
If
you
he's
have to
sitting
take
there.
him,
Anthony Richardson's more of a risk,
right? I mean,
but I think if they can't draft Will Anderson or C.J. Stroud isn't there,
we haven't even
they
made
don't like
this
Jalen
draft.
Carter. I think they trade back.
We haven't even made this draft, and Richard Sherman is saying that we're going to have a top 5 defense next year. I don't know what he's basing that on. That these year 2 guys are going to play really, really well, because they did play well in their rookie years. So we got 3 rookies there. We got Trey. We have Michael
and Ken
Jackson.
was wanting us to draft a cornerback, but we have Kobe Bryant. He was
Bryant.
great last year
Yeah.
too, and
Caused a
we've
lot
got
of fumbles.
Tariq Woolen is the most underrated player. He's not getting any love.
I
Sauce
called him
Gardner
Trey.
is the guy.
It's Trey Flowers and Tariq. Yeah,
Tariq Woolen.
Tariq.
Sauce Gardner is getting all the hype, but Tariq Woolen is awesome. But then we have the new guy that's the safety coming in from the Giants.
Yeah.
We had Devin Bush from the Steelers.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Bobby
We
back.
got Bobby Wagner back.
Oh, and then we brought in
Andre Diggs, and we have potentially. Well, we're gonna have Adams for one game. That'll be a good. We'll have a good
one
defense that
game.
game. We'll have him for a game, so that'll be
one
good.
game. Who's the defensive tackle we brought back in? Who was that Green Bay last year?
Oh gosh, I can't remember now.
Dang it! Why
I
can't I remember that guy's
now.
name?
But we built up our line a little bit. Got the guy from Denver, Trey something. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Who do you want to draft?
We got rid of Cody, not Cody Gibson. Cody, gosh, what was his name? The linebacker. I think I've wanted to forget.
Oh,
it.
Cody
Oh yeah, Barton.
Yeah, Barton.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we got rid of him. We did lose that one Neal. We did lose Ryan Neal, and I was kind of bummed about that because he was really good last year.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to keep him because we have Mr. One Game and Out.
We haven't done a thing on offense. We haven't done one thing on offense.
Jaron Reed.
Do you think that's kind of interesting? We haven't. Oh yeah, Jaron Reed. Think about. We haven't done one thing on offense. We haven't signed one player. We signed a center.
No, we have not.
We signed a center. I mean, so that tells me that they're going to draft. I think they'll draft some offensive guys. Maybe we'll probably draft a wide receiver or 2.
Oh, and Draymond Jones we picked up from Denver.
That's a great pickup.
They say he's a stud, but Julian Love is the safety out of the Giants. We re-signed Drew Lock and Eugene.
Yeah, we did a lot of
Jaron
re-signing.
Reed, Devin Bush, linebacker from the Steelers.
That's a sneaky good pickup.
Steelers always draft good linebackers, but from what I understand, Devin Bush got injured and he never was quite the player.
It's going to be a bummer not to have. It just depends.
Oh, we got an offensive player, Evan Brown.
Well, we got the center. We picked up a center
from the Detroit Lions.
Well, we don't really need. We need a running back. I think we need a backup running back.
Gino.
We need a backup running back because we lost Penny. And
we picked up Phil Haynes, a guard. a guard to replace Gabe Jackson.
We lost Travis Homer, which was good.
You hated Travis. Well, after the Niner game, he
was always a fun guy, but at the
going.
same time, like you ruin a game like that, and you're a third string guy, you're just gone.
Yeah, you remember that fake punt they ran, and they snapped it right to him, and he ran all the way for a touchdown. I think that was against 49ers.
He had some good moments with us, for sure, but he just could never get over the top as a true game changer.
Jason Myers was re-signed. Let's not forget about the Pro Bowl kicker.
I love Jason Myers a lot. He keeps me stable at games.
Yeah, well, we've seen you.
But
we've seen what happens. That
tells me that they're going to draft a lot of offensive guys, and then
maybe
I think defense early. So we'll see. And what position do we need the most on defense? We need
defensive ends. We need someone to disrupt.
So Will Anderson is like the guy. If we get Will Anderson, that is the prayer of that he falls back somehow.
Yeah, I can remember a few years ago, and he is Aaron. What was his name? Aaron something. We picked him up number 1, 4th overall. We had the 4th pick that year. Aaron Curry. You remember him? He was supposed to be this just stud, absolute stud. Everybody had him rank high. He didn't do a dang thing for the Seahawks, and now he's on the coaching staff. So I'm like, I hope he can coach better than he can play.
Sports or in football. But what if we felt like we really wanted Will Anderson and we traded up to the Cardinals position and gave up our other first round pick?
Well, that's
to get Will Anderson.
That's a talk too.
Yeah, I mean,
so they know how to do it. So, anyway, quickly, AFC South, Jaguars, Titans, Colts, Texans. That's how they went in order. Who's your pick for the AFC South next year?
Jaguars, Colts, Texans.
Titans, Colts, Texans.
Titans.
Jaguars won the division at 9-8.
Yeah, I'm going Jags. I mean, you got to go Jags there.
They're definitely going to be good. Titans don't even know their quarterback.
Titans are weird right now. Mm-hmm. They drafted a bad quarterback. And they have Ryan Tannehill.
Although I see, who's their running back?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's workouts, my gosh.
Yeah, that guy's on a different level.
He is a beast.
You see that video where Michael Thomas deadlifted like 525 pounds and made a video and he got drug tested the next day?
Oh, man. Well, Jamar Chase was cleaning 315 pounds today.
Man.
He was lifting up just...
That'll be a drug test.
Like nothing.
I think I'm going Jaguars there. I mean, they're up and coming. They got Calvin Ridley now.
Yeah, no one's going to compete in that. I think
Trevor Lawrence, I think he's going to make a massive move this year.
Trevor Lawrence, he was coming on at the end of last year. He's going to...
I think he's going to have a lot of confidence now.
I would agree with you. Jaguars are probably going to take the South. NFC South. The Bucs won it with a losing record at 8-9. Everybody else was 7-10. Panthers, Saints, Falcons.
What a division.
It's the worst division in football for me. Man, I don't like any of those teams.
So Panthers, Saints, Falcons,
Bucs.
Well, the Bucs are going to have a great quarterback upgrade. Baker
Mayfield.
So
yeah, Baker's Mark. Remember?
Yeah, Baker's Mark. Down in Tampa.
Tampa's a fun place to go to a game, though. I did get to do that.
I mean, our producer's going to be there tonight. Maybe he'll see Baker.
Oh, wow.
Or tomorrow, I mean. But anyway, so who are you going with to win that division? That's
I got the Saints. I think the Saints are going to take it.
They have Derek Carr now, so they're looking
Derek
good.
Carr, I think they've made a good improvement at quarterback. They have someone more solid than they've had.
They have weapons, too. They're good.
Since Breeze left.
And a lot of
great weapons, and they always have a good defense, I think guys are probably afraid they're going to have a leg broken or something, that the old bounty gate.
Yeah. Agreed.
But I think it's time to wrap up the show. And, we end the show with a Bible verse.
Yep.
And I wrote it down. You want to read it today?
Sure.
Yeah. I'll let you read it.
Okay, we got First Chronicles, right? Chronicles, 16:34. Give thanks to the Lord for his love endures forever.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Really good. It's simple. It's very simple.
I like the word endures,
Endures.
It's a lot like a Honda. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Honda endures just miles after miles after miles. Just keeps on ticking.
It's just like Steve.
Yeah, just like Steve.
But anyway, that's a great verse. I mean, it's hard to be thankful sometimes, and we live in a world where love is temporary for a lot of people.
Sure, but it doesn't say give thanks for, in that verse anyway, for what bad's happening or whatever. Just give thanks because his love endures forever. No matter where you're going through, he still loves you. And will get you through whatever you're going through.
Yeah.
Just trust that he'll do that.
That's really true. Everything good comes from being kind of in a season of being a little bit uncomfortable. You know, there's the uncomfortable of maybe having a business or that. There's the uncomfortable of working out and all that. But then there's the uncomfortable of the pain. Maybe some people are going through pain. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's loss. Maybe it's family.
Relationships.
But enduring through that, that's kind of what creates some of that love, you know?
Absolutely. When you don't feel alone. You know, nobody wants to feel alone. So
we'll
leave you with that. You're never alone when Section 325 podcast
you always
is coming
have
at
us to turn
you.
on, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on
Spotify.
Podbean,
where are we not?
Facebook.
TikTok?
We're even on Twitter.
Maybe you're driving down the road, going through social media, and you shouldn't be, but you are. You're going to see our stuff.
You'll see our faces on there, and you'll hear what we're talking about.
Yeah, try to concentrate on the road when you're looking at this guy.
It is.
You know?
I probably caused a crash or two.
Nobody more humble than Zach on our show. No doubt.
I won't lie. Probably caused a crash or two.
Yeah. Anyway, once again, thanks to 7-9 Media. He's making sure we end the show right now when we're supposed to. So always watching that clock and doing what he's supposed to, because you and I could talk forever.
We could talk for hours. Yeah.
I think after he turns the lights out, we just keep it going.
Yeah, we just don't stop talking until next week. And he just turns it back on.
Anyway, everybody, hey, we never get to say this. You just say have a great week. We'll see you next time, but have a great weekend.
Have a great week. Enjoy the draft. I don't know if people enjoy the draft, but...
Oh, who wouldn't enjoy the
fun.
draft? Next Thursday, it'll be out, and so this will
Watch
be
Draft
released.
Day.
When are we releasing
Kevin
this?
Costner.
Whenever you guys want.
Okay, right now. We're releasing it right now. Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. Well, the show's over. Section 225. See you next week.